Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. I am so excited to have Author's Corner here today with my dear friend, Sheri Leigh Myers. Sheri, let's get you where people can see you now. There we go. Sheri is the new author of this beautiful book, It's Too Late to Quit. And this is a beautiful, beautiful compilation of life messages that Sheri has gleaned really through many, many conversations and through spirit whispering in your ear, even though you seem to think that doesn't happen that much. But I just want to show you a typical page. What I love about this book, look how easy it is to read. But just because there's not that many words on a page doesn't mean that you can glide through this. Strictly speaking, I can tell you, when I received the book, I couldn't put it down. And I have heard that from so many different light workers that have and are in this book. And I'm honored to say that I'm in this book as well. So it is few words. It's not a quick read in the sense that you want to savor every word. And what I wanted to do was like to literally tear the pages out and post them around my house, which I didn't want to do because I didn't want to ruin my book. But that's how much I love what's in your book. Now, Sheri, please take a minute and first let us know what got you to this point of creating this book. And then we'll go into details about the book.
What got me to this point was I had accumulated this treasure trove of encouragement. And I had over the last 4 years interviewing people like you, Ruth, and being introduced to the angels has allowed me to open up perhaps this channel. And I have been receiving intuitive messages that have helped me tremendously. I'm an independent film producer. We've been working on a film called Angel Lady. We're very close to being in production. However, there is a virus. So there was a lot of reasons why I needed to really look back at what I had and encourage myself. And then I thought about it, and it was at the end of last year, and I thought, wow, we're going to produce the movie next year. Perhaps before that, I'm going to make a book because this is really encouraging me. And I am a professional encourager. My dad was a coach. He was a professor at a university, but he was a soccer and lacrosse coach. And he had a knack, he's Fred Myers, and he had a knack of just saying the right thing at the right time to bring an athlete to his potential. And that would change someone's life at the same time. So, Ruth, as you and I know, these words that we receive are so powerful. Right. So I have had advice. I've had over my life, I've had great advice from Marty, my therapist, who he actually invented days of the week panties. He was.
He really did?
He really did. He really did. He had gotten off heroin at the age of 20, got sober, created Days of the Week panties, built a panty factory empire, Days of the Week, and became a therapist. And he was kind of a Hollywood therapist. And he said things to me at times that were, I just remembered it. I remember it now when I wrote it in the book. And so there's Marty's personality. There's a personality of my Buddhist mentors. I chanted for 25 years. I was a single mom. I was like, the entertainment business is tough. It's tough. And I always needed encouragement. So I chanted hard for 25 years. And I heard some things that, again, kept me going in my personal life and kept me going in my career. That's in the book. And then I started to do this amazing podcast, How to Connect with Angels, because we were looking for our angel audience. And in order to reach our angel audience, we needed to know who were the angel leaders. And that's how I met you, Ruth, because you had written this amazing book. And I felt this authenticity. I was looking for someone. That's I was looking for people who had this light and had this material that made me go, oh my goodness, what is that? How do you do that? So you helped me to bring into my life this connection. And so did all these people I interviewed. And out of those 80 people I interviewed, 30 have links in the books, dedicated pages and links in the books. Because as the new this year came into being and I kept working on the book in March, my mother fell. I flew up to New Hampshire. She is in assisted living. She suffers from pulmonary fibrosis. And now my mother was going to be put on hospice in New Hampshire. So I stayed with her, not with her, but at the lake. And I went in to see her and helped her to, this move to hospice and, looking over her, working on the book every morning. Then COVID came and everything started to like, no, tighten up. And fortunately, they allowed me a few more weeks going in to see her because I was isolating. But here's what I noticed: there's huge upset, huge trauma. It's really frightening what's going on in this world of ours. And who was stepping up? Who were these people who were friends of mine who I had interviewed that I saw on my feed and I saw on the landscape, and they were doubling their efforts. You, Ruth Anderson, have been magnificently coming forward with amazing programming and so much for people to grab onto and dig into and drill down and all that stuff that they say. So I had to have that in the book. I had to have those dedicated pages. So I had dedicated pages. I had this stream of stuff I'd accumulated. And then I sent it to my husband, Dan, and he arranged the narrative. He started with the marathon. I have advice from my marathon coaches. And then it ended the way it ended, with the chapter with my mother, because my mother, who's still on hospice and she's kicking and she's still painting. And I use her as an example of how not to quit.
Right.
Because my mother celebrated her first solo art show at the age of 92.
I just think that's crazy. It's so inspirational.
It is.
Wow.
It is. It's too late to quit. I mean, if you have, I'm sure anyone watching this has a deeply held passion, dream. And I just want to give people another big nudge in the direction of going after that. And also part of the book is to really take on the healing and allowing yourself to let go of certain maybe beliefs or whatever that is that gets in your way to taking action. Right? Yeah. So whatever it is that holds you back, I hope I have a page for it because I had that. I have that. I have that. I have to look at the book myself. I'm glad I got a copy because now I actually can look at it and remind myself what it's about. So that's how it came about. And it was Mother's Day was going to be the launch. We stuck with Mother's Day. I was still in New Hampshire, prepared for Mother's Day launch. And then my husband landed in the hospital. So I flew back down to New Orleans under wraps, and he got out of the hospital and then he got back in again. And now he's okay. And he's on a really healthy path. I mean, this title.
Right.
Title is what kept me going when it looked like, well, you got to be kidding. You got to be kidding. First, there's the hospice and the virus, and then there's your husband. But thank to you and my circle of my beautiful angel communicators, and thanks to light workers who have seen what the book is about. I can rely on my tribe, and that's what we're here for. We're here for each other.
Well, and that is really one of the beautiful things about working with you, Sheri. It is a tribe.
Yeah.
And the light workers that you let into your circle, it's a beautiful place to be. And I'm getting goosebumps saying it. It's a fabulous place to be. And I'm so honored to be part of it. But I just turned to this one page. So I'm going to read to you. We're just
Good.
Whenever you are gripped by bad thoughts, we ask you to simply turn around and notice. The cell door is open. Yes, it is. Release to us, your angels, all your memories of being powerless. Give it up, and you are free to go. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to imagine that we every moment we have choice. And we have choice as to whether our fears and our terrors are gripping us and we're on to them, or our angels are saying, and this makes me kind of, our angels are next to us saying, no, 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 no. Hand it over,
Right.
hand it over, hand it over. This puts you in prison. This is not what you want with your life, is to be gripped by fear. It's not what you want. You want freedom. And you always have the choice. And one of the great aspects of working with the angels that you've taught me is that the angels are here to heal.
Right.
And the unconditional love of the divine and of the angels is here to help us to heal the trauma and the scars and the resentments and the dark, awful, horrible feelings that we never thought we could ever let go of. Right? I mean, so many of the people I've interviewed, 80% have had to heal from very deep trauma, very deep trauma that can send people into all kinds of spins that their life may never recover from because it's such emotional damage. So, another way to take this angel, working with the angelic, is to work with the therapy of it. All of these links that in the book that have at the back of the book lead to workshops, meditations, Ruth. It leads you to Ruth, and through Ruth, you have a whole enlightened world.
True, true. Well, in each, there's 30 people in here.
Yeah.
And it is so cool to see who they are.
Yeah.
Charlie Devan, Mike Dooley. The names are just, I'm getting goosebumps saying it. Niobe Weaver, what she's bringing to the world. Anea Joy Ho Lilly, what she's bringing with Angel Heights Radio. It's
Yes.
Deb Goldberg, Terry Angel.
Yeah.
There's the Eileen England, the angelic. I'm like at a loss for words. The spiritual and angelic oomph that's happening with all of these people in the world right now together. It's like, holy cow. People, moving walls, moving people from old belief patterns and old things that are keeping them tight, and helping people know their divinity, helping people be in connection to their spiritual divinity, and helping people to break down their own barriers and see themselves as spiritual beings.
Yes.
And it's happening, just these 30 people. I say just these 30 people who are powered by angelic love.
Yes.
And you, 31, it's a powerhouse right here wrapped up in this book.
Yes. It's a great way to proceed, I say. Make your 5-year plan, you know, scare yourself.
Oh yeah.
One of my
After
favorite
that.
pages, right? Ruth, you and I got to talk about this quite a lot when you were starting the network, and we're talking about the terrifying things that you were taking on. And immediately, it wasn't like, it's like, yeah, get this together and then get back to us. It's like, no, you're going to do that.
Right.
And you mastered it. You mastered it. You mastered it because you knew you also had the back. They had your Archangel Michael, your team guides you, feeds you. Not that it's not incredibly stressful and difficult and tedious at times.
At times.
That you have a fallback, which is a soft fallback, which is a love fallback. This is not like falling back and I'm out of here. It's always like, okay. And then you just move forward. And then, so we have this wave that I like to see it as a grid as well, that it's lifting. And I have this, this really desire to see world domination, through the angel world domination, that we can bring up this extraordinary energy and partner with our angels and bring out the good in everyone. And how much freer we will be, less judgmental and more capable of helping and more vital and more dynamic and happier. And I mean, that's me. That's my life, you know?
Oh, well, mine too. So,
Yeah.
Sheri, you have to ask, if you were to pick one of these that's your favorite today, because I'm sure that it changes all the time depending on where you are in your day. Which of these would really speak to you today?
I don't know the book that well that I know which page to go to. So I'm going to open to a page. Okay. Ah, ah, ha, ha, ha. I do love this one. Okay. It's page 72. And I honestly don't know where this came from, but I love this one. Actually, you're not lost in the weeds in unfamiliar territory. This is a country all of your own making. You have the map. You know the way home.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it's not what I want, but there's this, I think, what our angels are asking us to take it on. Take it on. Take it on. Take on your spiritual work, take on your mission, take on your time, make a commitment to your most passionate, impossible dream, you know, and, make a plan and work with your angels and stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. If that's what your dream ultimately is, that's what you'll have, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. I do believe that.
I know. I know.
Sheri, let me ask you, who is the perfect reader for this?
Oh, the perfect reader is the person who feels they've slipped out of their power, who is looking at their life with a lot of uncertainty. I guess we all are, but looking at this world with uncertainty and realizing I have to I have to figure this out. I have to I have to get on to something for my life because I'm not feeling in the groove of me anymore. If I ever was, I'm a certain age. I've got certain things done, or I don't have certain things done. And I am getting frustrated and impatient. And I'm really actually terrified that I don't know what to do. Well, if you can start with the book and just give it a read and then start writing and communicating with yourself. And when you get to a page that has a link or has a person's name underneath it, go to that and just think, oh, maybe I'll do this meditation today. Maybe I'll, because it's your relationship with your angel, with your partners. And all of these links will lead you to different ways of understanding how it works for you, right? So that person who's seeking, you know, I hope anybody from the age of 16 to the age of 96 will find something in this that is really inspiring. It's interesting, what inspires different people,
Right.
People fall in love with Marty, and people.
So I there's a page apparently I have to read because I've opened to it twice now.
Oh God, that's so great. I love this. Yes.
Just sitting here, I've opened it twice.
Okay.
It says, no matter how shitty you feel or how crappy it looks, you, yes, you can get there and you will. Don't stop. We are right behind you, next to you, with you. And I would say, yes, they are.
Yeah,
Yes, they absolutely are.
they are. They are. And we can offer ways in. I can help by inspiring someone to go to a link. But it is up to you. It's up to us. It's up to each of us to say, nah, I don't want, I kind of want to be happier. I want to make something of my life. I want to feel good. And Ruth, as you and I were talking earlier, you have a full day. You're not feeling good all the time. I mean, you're just like, you're not, but you're getting it. You have a better chance, I think. I'm going to say from my own perspective, you have a better chance of having an amazing life if you can align yourself with the angelic, and the angelic is whatever shape and form that takes in your religion. It takes in your, it doesn't really matter whether you're a believer. I mean, for me, angels are in every religion. Angels are not religious.
I agree. They're spiritual to me. They're not so much religious.
Yeah. So this spiritual piece of it, though, is like, come on, it's there. We're here for this. So, and as you spoke of, again, of course, light workers, you have a lot of time, probably a number of pages in the book directed to light workers, and they're urgent, and they are, get out there, please, work, get out there, show up, show up, show up, show up. And the reason why these particular 30 people are in the book as showing up and modeling that and helping people to get there with that. I just kind of took a look around, and with this whole virus and everything becoming so unstable, I wanted so desperately for our tribe to take a step forward, because the angel's been waiting for us to do this. And we've been all kind of getting better at being present in front of people and with each other and presenting and, all that stuff of like getting the content. I think we're ready, to be present. And if you don't feel you're ready, read the book because you are, and it's time. And that's another one of my favorite pages is, you say you have time, and that is true, but do you realize the time is now? It's now.
Well, and the crazy thing is you never know how what you are going to say or do impacts somebody else.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. So an example of that, I was working on, I don't even remember what it was, writing my book, I think. And it was like, I kept hearing behind me, like, get it done, get it done, get it done, get it done. Okay, what's the hurry, right? I mean, why am I hurrying here? And it was just like, get it done. And I didn't get the answer until I was talking to one of my friends, Linda Dirks. And she said, okay, your book has, now I have to do my thing. My getting my book done triggered her to step into line. And had goosebumps. Had I just taken my sweet time, taken 3 years to get that book done, it wouldn't have triggered Linda to get moving on her path. So you don't always know why you have to do something now. But we are, as light workers, all being called
Yes.
to do something now.
Now. And there is a page in the book that has a particular phrase that was attached to my particular kind of behavior that can be a stop. And it's a Sue Ellis Soller, I've been co-mentoring with. And she said, Sheri, watch out for procrastinationism.
I've never heard that term, but it makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense. Oh, it's not, it's not ready. It's not ready. It's not right. And it's like, yeah, you can master this. There's not that much you really have to master to be able to be out there. I'm going to say that. And I have, and we talk about how challenging the tech can be, but if you put your mind to it, you'll be so proud of yourself for not backing off because it's tech, but actually applying and being able to master it. Then you've got all this world. I mean, enlightened world is because Ruth Anderson said, hey, I'm going to take on this tech. I'm going to take this on.
Right.
Other people do it, It's like, of course you can. I mean, of course you can.
Do it, I can do it.
Yeah. Well, of course we can. That's what I want to say. Of course we can. Whatever age you are, you are going to be of value. You are of value. You really are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just love your book. Love your book.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
So what else do you want potential readers to know about this book? First of all, it's available on Amazon.
Hello, yes.
We did put the link in this
Thank
description.
you.
So
Thank
you can
you.
easily find it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you can on Amazon, you can get it isn't in an ebook, and you can get it, of course, the paperback. And it's on just $4 for the ebook, and it's just $9.99 for the paperback. And what else do I want people to know? Well, if you read it and you love it, you would be really paying it forward if you left a review. And this is something that I'm just learning because this is my first book out where I'm really understanding the power of a wonderful review. So take that action if you would, because that really helps me. And I believe that this is really helping. The reason why I'm not shy about putting this book out there is because I believe it helps.
Yes. Yes.
It's not about me. I really, it helps. It can help you. So
this book actually can be life-changing. I really do believe that.
Yeah. I've had a few people, they said, you know what? Thank you. The gloves are off. I'm on it. It's like they're just, that they burst out of a shell. They'd been holding back on some big things and now they're not. And what better things for me to hear, because, my mission is really to help people live to their potential. Right. So for someone to say, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. Yep. I'm not giving up. I'm not playing small. I get what I need to do and I'm going to do it. It's like, yeah, okay.
Right. So I would like to issue a challenge to anyone who reads this book and finds themselves truly challenged and ready to put themselves out there. I want you to email me because I have the platform for helping light workers put themselves out there.
Ruth, gosh, I got goosebumps. Oh, I love that.
My email address is openclinic1@outlook.com. And I will write back to you and we'll figure out how to get you out into the world. So this and me, we're a team.
What a dream come true. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth. Wow. What a great offer. Anyone watching this, hop on it. Do it. Really, do it. You couldn't be working with a better person. Oh, I hope I said that the right way.
Yeah, I think you did.
I hope I did. Okay. I said to my daughter once, she came out in a frock and she said, Mom, how do I look? And I said, Oh, you couldn't look any better. And she said,
She's going, hmm.
I don't think that was what. I don't know. I don't really feel that good.
That's funny. All right. Well, Sheri, we're going to let you go. But
Yes.
friends, really life-changing right here. If you are thinking about being a light worker, if you are a light worker and need a boost,
Yes.
if you are thinking about spirituality, if you have the ability to hear a little bit angels whispering to you, this is your book right here. But here's the thing. Don't bother buying it if you're not open to change.
Mm.
Don't waste your money if it's just going to gather dust on your bookshelf. This is a book for changing your life.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
So all of our friends here with Enlightened World Network on YouTube and on Facebook, thank you for being here with us. Reach out to Sheri on how to connect with angels or my angel prayers on Facebook, as well as email, or not email, but of the website. What website do you want them to find you on, Sheri? What's the best?
Our website, go to the movie website, angelladymovie.com, and it's a banquet. Find out about the film, find out about the podcast, find out about my angel prayer, and then, I think you can find out about the book. If we don't have that up yet, it's on Amazon. You'll find it there.
Right.
Okay.
Or just follow the link that's here in the description. You can do that too.
Yeah, you could do that too. just do that. Do that. Thank you, sweetheart.
You bet. All of our friends, we love you. Take good care.
Bye.